It's only Rodney Cook weekend. Here we are. Right, I'm at home. It's Friday lunchtime. I need to get on the road because I'm heading down to the Rodney Cook Memorial. Welcome back, you lovely lot. That's for you, Jean. And yeah, next time I see you, I'll be down in Berkshire, somewhere near a town called Hungerford. Lots of history, lots of YouTubers, lots of friends. Really looking forward to it. So stick with me. Next time you'll see me, I'll be there, and hopefully I'll be on the fields. By the way, this episode is dedicated to Wasp. Thinking of you, mate. Thanks as always for your support, and this one's for you, pal. Good morning and welcome to the fields of, where are we? Berkshire. We've just climbed the Andes to get up to the very top field, so I'm a bit out of puff. But we had a very, very good first night. Met some lovely people, subscribers, YouTubers and everybody in between. So yeah, we had a great evening. We're up just gone 9 o'clock. We've walked up to right to the very top of a hill, as you can see. And we're going to have a go. I'm joined by the lovely Sam from Geeker Bleeps, and we've got Henry over the back there somewhere from Griff Finds. There's Digger Dan, there's all of us here. We've got the Dukes of Derbyshire, Southern Searcher and others around us somewhere. So without further ado, we've got a whole day in front of us. See you in a bit. Rightio, very first target of the day. Is a little bit blobby, but it's on the target line and it's in the high 60s and 70s, so yeah, let's give it a dig. Stabilised to 71, 72, 73 now. Let's have a look. Pinpointer. Cack. There's the lovely Julie from Down to Earth Detecting. Bumped into her on the fields and we're not having a great time, it's got to be said. We're about a couple of hours in now since you last saw me, and that's all I'm finding really, which is little bullets, a couple of buttons and a bits of cack, but the targets are few and far between, so we're having a roam. Let's try and turn bullets into coins with a bit of luck. See you in a bit. Right. We've been going about 3.5 hours. And as you can probably tell from what's come before, I haven't found much at all. Everything's been iffy, so it's not been worth live digging. And it's been bullets and buttons and bits and bobs. Yeah, but we've come over to a cultivated field now. Had some lunch. Got about 3 or 4 hours left. Not the best you'll ever see, but it's worth a dig. High 60s, please don't be a bullet. Don't think it's deep. A bit easier digging and a bit easier swinging. We've been in a lot of stubble, which has been blooming hard work, I've got to tell you. This is the field. There has been a couple of bits of gold come up today, which came from this field, so I'm told. Christ, I missed that a mile. Missed that a mile. It's there. And it is, well, it's not a button and it's green, but I think it's just cack. However, I will give it all clean. If there's anything there, you'll be the first to know. Right, positive attitude, Marcus. Let's find some good stuff for you. Well, just got one which was a 58, and I've never been so happy to see a musket ball in my life. Yeah, lovely big chunk of proper history, finally. Right, let's see if we can improve on that. Musket ball. See you in a bit. Well, what was turning out to be one of the quite literally worst videos you will ever watch of mine has just taken a turn. Right, I've just had a 40, and it was a pretty stable 40, but I didn't bother live digging it because not the best numbers in the world. And, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I think I might have got a big hammered. Let's flip you around and have a look. Right, let's take you in. Can you see it? Oh, if I can find it. Oh, there it is. Look at that. That's as much as I've seen. I flipped it out and pinpointed it and saw that. So, if you can see it as well. Right, let's try and get you stable. Oh, yes, as well. Yes, you beauty. Oh my days, who is that? Oh my God, it's a bit rough around the edges, it has to be said. Presumably heavily clipped or busted or whatever, but that is a hammered. Yes! It's about flipping time. Right, let's give it a clean and have a look at it in all its glory. Back to you in a sec. Come on. Go on, you beauty. It's here. Well, it would have been amazing if it was complete. It's huge. Look, it's nearly 2 fingers width. I don't know who that is. Is that Queen Elizabeth? Or is that a king? I don't know. As you all know, I don't find a huge amount of these, so... well, that's an W-A-R-D. Is that Edward? Don't know. Looks like a queen, though. Perhaps it's a king. Anyway, it's a hammered coin, and it's a beauty. Oh, ER, look. Yeah, perhaps it is Edward. Yeah. Oh, wow. Don't know who, or which, what, or when, but yeah, it's beautiful. It's a bit, as I say, rough around the edges, but that is a beauty, and that's what's made it all worthwhile. Wow, well, it's 1:15, so I've still got a couple of hours, but it's definitely redeemed itself, this video, and if you got this far, thanks for sticking with me. Right, let's take some photos, and we'll see you in a bit. Okay, so on closer inspection and a little bit of help from my friends, that's Edward VI. That's the child king. Actually, you can see it now. Look, Edward VI. Now it's had a bit of a clean and a dry. So yeah, shame it's in a bit of a battered nick, but I believe that is a shilling, and that is quite a rare coin. So fabulous. Well, that's made my day. Right, let's crack on. Service resumed after that wonderful 20 minutes or so. Back to the bullets. Wow, I found loads of these. You wouldn't want to have been in here when they were all going off, I can tell you that much. Right, let's crack on. Next one was very iffy 30, but it's in this clod and there's an edge. Couldn't be another one, could it? Could it? Oh no, you tease. Oh, I thought I'd done it again. Thought I was on the second silver then. There you go, you just can't tell sometimes. But that, for all the money, wouldn't it, was another silver coin. But it's not. Never mind. I don't mind, honestly. See you in a bit. There we are. As you can see behind me, that's the car park and the campsite. So that's where I'm heading. So I've just turned and started to make my way back. This won't be the longest video ever, for obvious reasons, because let's be honest, you're not going to want to see bullet after bullet after bullet, button after button after button. But it did culminate in a fantastic find, that absolutely stonking hammered coin, King Edward VI, the Child King. I mean, that's amazing. I'm so pleased with it. But most importantly, before I sign off, there may be a bonus dig or two, we'll see. But in case there isn't, thank you so much for joining me, as always. A massive thank you to the Rodney Cook team for putting on such a great memorial. Shame I can't be here for tomorrow and tonight, but I've got to get home for home stuff. But yeah, massive thank you to everybody involved. Massive thank you to everybody that I've spent time with over the last day and a bit. It's been brilliant to have your company. Look forward to seeing you all at Detectival, those that you are going. Make sure you look us up. We're in the glamping area with Mike and Rick, the metal detecting channel, and there'll be giveaways and all sorts of wonderful stuff. So thanks as always. Take care. I'll roll some stills and you can see some of the action over the last couple of days. See you soon. Right then, well, as you've probably noticed, I didn't put any of the stills in at the end, and the reason for that is because all the photos and video pretty much that I took was at the start for the intro. But yeah, a fantastic time, a really well organised and well run event. Lots of stuff going on in more ways than one, but a really enjoyable event. And as you can see from my table, it was a bullet themed. As you can see, lots of bullets, including some shotties that went in the buckets on the field, one musket ball, some buttons and bits and bobs. So I didn't find a huge amount, with one obviously big exception, which we'll come on to. But no, nonetheless, and the reason I didn't find a lot was, quite honestly, I didn't put the time in. You know, us detectorists, if you want to find the stuff, you've got to put the time in. And I really wasn't there long enough. We didn't get out to the fields till probably 9:30. I did lots of chatting to people, which was fantastic. But of course, that detracts from the digging. And I was kind of walking back to my car by 2:30. So yeah, I wasn't there for long. And that includes a lunch break as well. So, and I can tell you, loads of amazing stuff came out. So make sure you go over, for example, to Dino Detects. And congratulations on his amazing finds. There was loads of gold that came out, loads of Roman, loads of Saxon. So it wasn't dead land, not by any stretch of the imagination. I just wasn't there long enough. And I would have liked to stay in longer. But there you go, them's the breaks. But yeah, we did find one amazing coin. And then now it's had a bit more of a clean, as you can see. There he is, the boy king, Edward VI. Became the king at the ripe old age of 9 years old when his father died. And his father, of course, was Henry VIII. So there was basically a regency council that was created around him to basically protect him. And obviously all of his subjects. And lots of stuff went on there, which we haven't got time to discuss. But basically, his mother, Jane Seymour, was obviously one of the surviving wives of Henry VIII. She was part of that council, part of that protection. And he spent his time in his very, very short reign, obviously doing what kings do, but obviously surrounded by people making the big decisions. And he died very, very young, about 15, 16 years old. So he was only on the throne for 6 years. And he died of tuberculosis, which obviously was very, very common back then. His mother, Jane Seymour, then reigned for a year until Mary I came in, and then eventually Elizabeth I, as we all know. So, yeah, I'm very, very happy with it. I'm told it's a shilling. It's obviously been heavily clipped or damaged over the years in the soil. But actually, for these coins, not bad nick at all. And you can see the crest and the ER on the back. And these are very, very rare, not only because of his reign being so short, but obviously they've all been, lost over years. So yeah, to find one like this, and actually in this condition, is pretty rare and pretty sought after. So that's a fantastic addition to the cabinet. So that's it for this week. A short video, but I hope you enjoyed it nonetheless. It was a great experience. I hope next time for Rodney Cook, I get to spend a bit more time there and see more of you. If I didn't see you, I'm really sorry. Hopefully we'll catch up soon. I'll be at Detectival this weekend. I hope you will be. And if you are, make sure you seek me out. Be great to have a chat and hopefully do it over a beer. Righto, I'll see you soon.